Hi guys, and welcome to your channel messages. I have Moon with me because he would not stop meowing outside. He wants cuddles. He forgets that mummy has to work. Anyway, welcome to your channel messages. If this video found you, it is likely for a reason, but you will know if this is for you because you'll feel it in your body. And I feel that'll be a very prevalent message in this reading today. So let's get into it. Okay, so don't make it fit. That's something I want to say. Don't make it fit. If this is finding you, you are at a point in which you are in this very expansive space, this very open field, I want to say. That's what's coming through from spirit. You are in this open, expansive field, and there are many things to explore. There are many paths available and open to you. It's to a point in which you may be feeling slightly overwhelmed because this has come to you through release. This has come to you through maybe sacrifice. This has come to you through the breakdown of something you've known that's kept you stuck and has kept you contained. But you're learning something new at this time, and that is, I'm hearing self-sufficiency, but the trick here is you are also learning to feel supported externally. And this is what you're learning. This is what you're exploring. This is what you're playing with. And you're wondering what parts of yourself do you have to open up to in order for this self-sufficiency to be supported by your external world. Now, you are at a point where you need to know this. This is available to you. You can have this. This is not a trick. This is not a dream. Your external world is here to support your internal world because that is how you've created it. And now that you have all of this available to you, the only block you're currently experiencing, or the few of you experiencing right now, is your mind. Your mind is unsure. Your mind doesn't know. And when your mind doesn't know, it tries to tell you that you don't know, that you don't have the clarity. Clarity is not found in the mind. Clarity is in the body. Clarity arrives when there is space for it to arrive. I'm hearing you've been waiting on clarity, or you've been waiting on permission, or waiting on something to show up. But there is already something there, but you are unfamiliar with it. Moon. So, Moon just knocked down the whole camera. Thank you, Moon. Anyway, back to the message. You have been waiting for something to show up and just tell you. But there's already been this clarity, these next steps have already been available to you. The mind is just unsure because it is unfamiliar territory, which makes sense. You're in a very open, expansive space field, and you have all this room to play with, to explore, to do all these things. Of course, the mind is going to want you to proceed with caution, but you don't need caution. What you need is to explore these systems and see how they can support you. I'm hearing test them out, play with them, integrate them, almost experiment on them, and see what is available to you and see how it serves you, see how your body reacts, see how it makes you feel. You are open right now. You are very open right now, is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing you need to put that to the test. I'm hearing something about share something or offer something, provide something, and see what comes back to you, but set the intention that this comes back to you, that this isn't circulated only within you. You start the circulation and your external world supports the circulation. This is very important. You are needing to see right now how this external world that you've set up around you is able to support this initiation, this activation of what you've already been starting within. whether it's your emotional work, whether it's some sort of creative aspect, whether it's some sort of relationship, whether it's friendships, whether it's dynamics, whether it's just some sort of pattern that you've been playing with, this field and space that you're in, everything is ready to go. You just need to put something to the test and share it and express it and watch this circulate and support you in as a reflection of the way that you now have, as a reflection of the way you've always supported yourself and supported your world. Okay, but everything is clear now. Everything is actually existing and operating in a way that is a reflection of the work that you've done. In order for you to, again, in order for you to see this, it can't be in the mind space. This needs to be tested in the field. Okay? You can't just think and ponder on these things. You need them to actually exist in the field around you, internally and around you, physically. I'm hearing activations as well. For those of you resonating in this collective, there are certain activations you're currently experiencing in which you keep being brought back to yourself. There are some activations that are still landing. The guidance here make the space for it to land comfortable. Create comfort, connect to play, connect to joy. These are some tools that you have available to you as well. What is being activated within you will land when you give it permission to do so. Is what I'm hearing specifically for a few of you in the collective. I'm hearing there's certain frustrations that are building within you guys at the moment. And I'm hearing where these are specifically coming from is not anything out of alignment. It is actually I'm hearing you're not living up to your full potential. Okay. And when I say this, I don't mean your full potential within you. I actually mean you're not giving this to the world. You keep thinking that you have to circulate and do it all on your own. Let's go back to the previous message. The frustration that's building within you is that you're trying to complete the whole cycle here. You're trying to complete everything on your own. You're trying to be too independent. You're trying to be too self-sufficient. This is building frustration because it keeps churning and churning and churning and churning within you. It's having to support itself so it can't run smoothly again and as refined as it wants to the next time. Because instead, the energy is being used after the first run around. The energy that needs to just run around again is actually being used to support the first one. So every time you circulate on your own level internally, you are supporting what just circulated. You aren't actually creating a new again. You are actually in flow again. You're actually just trying to support that first, the circulation that just happened. When I say that, this could be a creation, this could be, again, some sort of living pattern or something that you're trying to create or make happen, or a project you're working on, or an energy output, energy expenditure, whatever you're doing, or even some sort of energy work you're doing within, whether it's emotional processing, emotional feeling. There's something you're not giving, something you're not allowing your external world to support you. This is really important for a few of you. There needs to be a release, and there needs to be a receiving energy. How to step into this? Ask. I mean, ask your world to support you with this. It has the resources, it has the tools, it's infinite. For your energy to keep circulating, refined, pure in what you're creating, expansive and in its evolution, for it to keep going without the energy losing its impact, there needs to be an external source of support. The reason you run on fumes, or you get to the point of running on fumes or overwhelmed or feeling drained, is because you're running it all alone. So, like I said, the guidance here is to ask for the support to show up that can be this structure, this support system that helps the energy flow stay true to what it is you're actually creating, so it can keep going, so that it doesn't have to waste energy on supporting itself. This, for you, this could be nervous system regulation. You're trying to do all the regulation yourself. You're trying to do everything yourself, all the emotional feeling and processing everything yourself. You need support. You need validation. Okay, not as the primary focus, but as the thing in which it all stands upon. Okay. Being a leader doesn't mean you are the leader and the follower. Being a leader means you open yourself up to being followed. Being a creator or an artist doesn't mean you create and then buy your own art. Being a creator or an artist means that you create and you share and you allow others to contribute to you, to pay you, to thank you, to compliment you for what you have shared. You allow yourself to receive validation. This isn't you seeking validation, this is you energetically requiring an exchange for what you have put in to support the flow of this system, this process. This has always been the way. This has always been the way. And you're seeing this more clearly now and you're understanding this more clearly now, but you're at a point where you're just like, well, how do I allow this? I'm so used to doing everything on my own. I'm so used to running and doing it all on my own and figuring it all out and holding it all together. You're learning to let go and let yourself open up. You're still holding the reins, but there are systems in place that support you holding the reins. You get me? And you can initiate these systems and you can lead these systems, but you don't control these systems. That's when your simplest guidance right now is to ask for the support to show up, or ask for the support ideas to show up so you can implement them and your world can back you on them, because this is how everything works. This is true receiving. The input, the output, the give and the receive. And I'm also hearing trust matters. For a lot of you right now, you're entering a time where you're truly practicing day in, day out with this trust that you have within yourself. You are truly trusting yourself right now. But if you truly trusted yourself right now, there's a step that you would take that this collective hasn't yet taken because you're waiting for a signal. The trust in self means you create the signal, you lead the signal, you don't wait for it to show up. You lead and it responds. Okay? If you truly trusted your work and everything that you do and all your processes, you would lead and you would know that your world will respond. And this is part of the process of allowing your world to show up for you and support you and circulate and bring in and show up with systems, or not show up with systems, you set the systems up and these systems back you because that's how you've created them to do so. You need to receive. You need to receive. That's what I keep hearing. You need to receive. 1221 could be significant. You need to receive. You need to receive. If you are struggling with this receiving, my mini course Path to Receiving could be supportive of you right now. It has all these teachings and more, and on an embodied level, so you can activate it within and start actually doing all the practice tasks that get you to that point of receiving or understanding what it looks like for you specifically. But anyway, there's just a few of you in the collective who aren't surrendering enough. And surrendering doesn't mean doing nothing. Surrendering means trusting in the spark, the intuition, the download, following through with that, creating the proper channels in which you open up to the world to receive, and then you let yourself receive for it. That's surrendering. You're trying to fill the gap. That's what this whole reading's been about. You're trying to fill the gap that's not yours to fill, because you don't have the energy left over to fill it, because that energy is needed for the more creation. We getting what I'm putting down? I'm hearing birds are significant for you guys as well. Feathers could be significant. Communication could be significant right now. Birds could be messages from loved ones for you guys. Kookaburra, I'm hearing specifically kookaburra. Bluebird or blackbird also could be significant. Yeah, I've just seen a bird flying, blackbird flying. Something about snakes is also significant for you guys. You guys have had your final shedding recently, your final shedding. When it comes to this project or this part of your life that you've been working towards creating and implementing really, really heavily, you've had a final shedding of this last layer, of this last era that you've just ended, this cycle potentially. You've had a final shedding, and so things are feeling a little bit not necessarily confusing. I think your brain is trying to make it more confusing, but it's actually feeling a lot simpler than you realize. I'm hearing your body holds the keys and your body holds the guides right now. So anytime you're needing to receive clarity, your brain is not where to go. Your heart and your body is where to go. That will point you and push you and prod you in the right direction. I think that's this message. It's been a short one today. There's been lots of different pieces that you needed to know and hear. If you guys, or if any of you are wanting a space to receive more weekly, more consistent, and more specific updates, that's what Sacred Space is for. We can turn on messages. I have discounts on other services. I have clarity calls monthly. We have Telegram broadcast channel where we get all the updates, sacred downloads during the week, energetic drop-ins, whatever's coming through from spirit for this collective. It's a beautiful space. It's the closest thing I have besides this to my community intuitive space. So if you guys are wanting to connect closer with me and my services and all that pours through me and my channel, that is the place to go. It's literally just the best space for clarity, weekly alignment, check-ins, collective energy updates, knowing what's going on, being aware of it, and knowing how to implement what you need to when you feel the call to. Sometimes our brain gets in the way, so the space is really, really good that helps you activate your own intuition, your own gut responses, what you need to know from you, not just from me. So if you've been feeling called to it and you've been loving my reading so far, that space is a lot more close knit. We have a beautiful, beautiful community going over there. Anyway, I think I'll leave it for that. I love you guys. Remember, you are so supported. This collective really works closely with divine and perfect timing. I hope you recognize that and trust in that. You guys are amazing. Love you so much, and I will see you in the next video.